Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us here at Disrupt 2023. I'm Josh Liberatore, the executive editor here at Athletech News, and I'm joined by James Reyes, general manager at Explore Technologies, and Casey Cox, founder and CEO of Numa, an innovative and quick-growing boutique fitness brand based in Arkansas. James and Casey, thank you both so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
In this panel, we'll be talking about a topic that is near and dear to a lot of gym and studio owners' hearts out there, which is how to engage and retain your members, and specifically how studios like Numa are using software and technology from the brands like Explore and their Mariana Tech solution to grow their brands and retain and engage their members. So James, I'm going to start off with you to give us kind of more of a high-level macro overview of how gyms and studios can retain and engage their members. And then Casey, will come back to you for some more on-the-ground thoughts of how you guys are implementing these solutions, if that works for everyone.
Sounds good.
Awesome. So James, starting off, I guess looking at the boutique fitness industry as a whole, what are some of the top ways that you would say that studios should be looking to grow their brands and increase retention and engagement?
Yeah, a couple of things here, Josh. First of all, it's really focusing on their existing customers and working closely with them with a really solid experience, right? Sometimes when studio owners think about that first experience of a member coming into the gym, that's only one aspect of it. Their first experience is actually the digital experience. When they go to the website, when they download the app, when they're looking through the classes. So, really making it easier for members to find the classes, look at instructors, get the vibe for what's happening that in the studio. So that's really the starting point. Really providing that great digital experience.
And what are some of the features that Explore Mariana Tech offers that can help gym and studio owners do that, create that digital experience?
Yeah, the first one is just really having a branded app that lives up to the studio's brand, right? They're able to look at the colors, the look and feel, the ease of use, the user experience, and really providing that enhanced level for members, right? It could be, for example, a spin class where you're able to, pick the bike in the right area of the room. Certain participants, certain members, certain customers have these preferences. So really having that personalization is really important. The other aspect of that is really providing instructors with more information on the rosters, who's attending, are they a VIP or influencer? Are they a first timer? So being able to check in with them a couple minutes before the class, making sure they're all set up. These are some of the areas within our platform that really helps that personalization.
And we've spoken before, James. I know Explore has some exciting features both right now and in the works. Can you maybe tell us a little bit about the investment Explore is putting into some of these new retention and engagement features?
Yeah, first of all, the team at Explore Mariana Tech, they're really passionate about boutique fitness and the industry. Many of us have worked at a studio in operations or worked the front desk. And our teams everywhere from product research to our product management team are really invested in and care about that customer experience. So we're working on things that really enhance customization and personalization, focusing on aspects of that customer journey. So not just first time in class, but being able to have marketing automation that starts right at nurture, right at the very beginning when they download the app and they create an account. So being able to through marketing automation reach these potential members early on. Another aspect we're working on is really post first class experience and that journey. So being able to easily ask for reviews and feedback on how the class went, making it easier for members to share these reviews either with Google or what have you. And then, another big aspect of some of these features is really playing on the community aspect of it, right? I know some of the classes I've been to have been quite transformational for me. And so, when I am walking away from that class, I want to be able to share it right then and there with people in my network and do a referral. So really helping studio owners and members share that experience.
And Casey, before we get into some of the nuts and bolts, I was hoping you could just give us maybe a broad overview of kind of how you approach retention and engagement as a whole at Numa.
Yeah, so there's a lot of different aspects. I look at it a lot like layers. And so beginning with what I loved about what James said is the fact, and I've noticed this difference with other platforms that we were on before Mariana Tech and Explore. And being able to work alongside, I feel like I'm on your team. I can communicate easy. I can give ideas. I get feedback. It's not just a blanketed email. I get a return email and it begins a conversation. So I really feel like because almost every person that I've come in contact, they have been in the studio setting. So that's made a huge difference. So thank you for that. Directly when it comes to retention, everything from milestone emails to birthday emails, being able, along with my front desk and my leaders, to be able to look at our class rosters and to have the tags and be able to see what's happening just gives an even more personal experience for each of my members. And that's crucial.
And how important is being able to automate some of these marketing tasks? Because obviously you want to create a personal feel, right? But at the same time, the front desk person or a staff member can only do so much in the day. And one of the great things about tech and software, I think, is, the ability to automate some of these tasks. How helpful has that been to Numa's retention and engagement strategies?
The auto campaigns are vital to our everyday. It gives us space. My corporate team, we wouldn't be able to cover every aspect when it comes to marketing, advertising, and PR without them. Being able to create them for our brand and to our brand is one more layer and aspect of, just being recognizable to anybody out in the space. And we need to reach them in multiple ways, multiple times. And being able to do that automated with my team, it's unbelievable.
And boutique fitness is obviously such a people and relationship business at the end of the day. What would you say maybe to some studio owners out there who might be apprehensive about, trusting some of that key customer reach out to software?
Well, I think you have to. There are so many details in your day-to-day, from rolling a towel, laying a mat, to the financials. I opened up my studios because I felt a need, and I had experienced life-changing moments going to classes as well. So it began with passion, but it is a business. It's a competitive business. You do want to meet the team that you're going to work with any software that you choose. We had worked alongside others, and hands down, Explore and Mariana Tech. I had somebody that I could speak to. I made a joke when we initially talked on the phone that I wanted to work with somebody that was smarter than me. And I don't mean that in an arrogant way at all. But what I mean is that every time I talk to them, I learn something. You cannot do everything by yourself. That can only take you so far. So, invite people around you that are smarter than you, that you can learn from and that you can depend on.
And James, I'd like to ask you the same question. What's your pitch over at Explore, to clients who might be wanting to get into software, but might be a little apprehensive about, making the full digital push?
Yeah, it's a great question. What I'll share is that we really care about the partnership. That's important to us. It's important to see the partners we work with, the brands we work with, be successful. So taking that approach to really understand what their goals are and how we can best help them reach those goals. I think another aspect of what really differentiates us at Explore is, number one, the technology is built by industry experts that have lived and breathed this industry, who were inspired through technology to build a better way and a better path forward. All encompassing that, at the end of the day, it is about the customer experience, providing that personalization through the digital experience that really makes it easier for customers to be able to find what they're looking to do it easily, to build community around that by inviting their friends or a referral, and really helping them achieve their goals.
And Casey, looking back at your experience with Numa, what would you say have been the biggest keys that have allowed you to grow it into, such a big, well-known brand in Arkansas, a market that's maybe not as well-known as markets maybe like LA and New York for their boutique fitness offerings?
We have movement every day. We have passion. I love what I do. I recognize that I'm in the business of people, and I love that. It's who I am. And it's also admitting, it's also tripping and falling and making a lot of mistakes and learning from them and sitting in the uncomfortable. It's all things, but what I do know is who we are. I know who I am, and that's what I focus on. And what's great and what has been great with working with Mariana Tech and Explore is that I can stay good at what I'm really good at and let them be good at what they're really good at and just join their team. Looking back when we went automated, we have lowered our client loss by 39% just this year in comparison to the full 12 months of last year. It's unbelievable statistics, and just the ability that it's created in time and space for my team and myself to focus on getting good at what we're really good at. There's nothing better. So.
And one thing we've heard a lot also, there's so much in this industry, so much focus on acquisition, right? And leads and getting new customers into the door, which obviously is important, right? You need to grow your business and your customer base. Do you think that, some studio owners out there maybe neglect or don't put as much importance on retention and engagement, keeping the members that you currently have happy?
Absolutely. You can't leave out one and expect the other. You need to understand, in our corporate team, we have somebody that focuses on solely new clients. We call it ownerships. That's one of her main pillars. With that comes a lot of events and things like that. But we have one client that also, it's her gift to love on others. And so she is retention, and she stays with our current clients. It's continual. The automated, being able to do the milestones, birthday emails, send gifts, mail personal handwritten cards. That's something, again, that you have to do every day. Movement every day. So yes, you can't leave out those foundational aspects and expect there not to be gaps somewhere, and expect not to see the difference in your numbers.
And James, I'll close this panel discussion out with you. For studio owners that out there that may be watching us right now, that are looking to implement maybe one or two game-changing digital solutions to better retain and engage their members, what would you recommend as best practices?
Yeah, I think number one, the mobile experience is really important. It's really important, right? That's where, customers can see your brand, can see what classes are available, can look at your instructors. So really providing that great digital experience is critical. I think the second area is all the marketing automation that Casey has talked about. That really allows you to not just take data that's in your platform today, but be able to act on it, and empower your teams to provide that personalized outreach and communication to not only existing customers, but prospective customers.
James and Casey, thank you both so much for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.